Welcome back to Sleepytime Stories from the Ranger's Grove. Adventures to fall asleep to. Tonight, we get to hear the tale of Sir Nicholas, an old knight of the realm, who gets to go on one final adventure. Sir Nicholas and the Battle of the Realm. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled within the rolling hills of a prosperous kingdom, there lived an old knight named Sir Nicholas. Once he had been a formidable defender of the realm, a lifelong adventurer whose valor was known far and wide. However, now in his twilight years, his life had slowed to a peaceful rhythm. His days were spent in the company of his two steadfast companions, Farley, his trusted steed, and Reggie, his affectionate old cat. But Reggie was no ordinary cat. Unknown to most, Reggie was actually a dragon, a being of great age and wisdom. For many centuries, Reggie had wandered the world, weary of the constant conflict and longing for a peaceful existence. One day, he assumed the form of a cat and wandered into the home of Sir Nicholas. Recognizing the dragon's gentle spirit, Sir Nicholas took him in without question, giving him a warm hearth and a loving home. Grateful, Reggie used his magic to keep Sir Nicholas and Farley healthy, despite their advancing years. Sir Nicholas's modest home was a haven of tranquility. The house itself was simple but comfortable, with a room specially designed for Farley, complete with a horse-sized door. Reggie, in his feline form, would often curl up by the fire, purring contentedly as Sir Nicholas scratched behind his ears. The three friends lived a quiet, contented life, far removed from the days of grand adventures and perilous quests. Yet, Sir Nicholas's past was rich with tales of heroism. In his youth, he had saved the kingdom from marauding orcs and ferocious trolls, standing alongside his fellow knights to protect the realm from every threat. Those days of glory seemed distant now, but the stories of his bravery lived on in the hearts of the villagers. The kingdom had flourished under the wise rule of the king Sir Nicholas had served. However, the king had passed away, and his young daughter now sat on the throne. Despite her youth, the new queen was a brilliant and compassionate ruler. She guided the kingdom with wisdom beyond her years, and under her reign, the land prospered. That is, until a shadow fell over the realm. A sinister figure known as the Witch King Arachnus emerged from the dark corners of the world, ruling over a realm of shadows. Arachnus sought to conquer the kingdom, and with his dark magic he created a portal to invade. From this portal poured forth an army of monstrous spiders bent on destruction. The queen sent her knights to defend the kingdom, but despite their courage, they were overwhelmed and slain. Desperate, the queen remembered the tales of the legendary Sir Nicholas. She traveled to his home, her heart heavy with the burden of her people's plight. She found him in his garden, tending to his flowers, with Farley grazing nearby and Reggie lazily sprawled in a patch of sunlight. "Sir Nicholas," she began, her voice filled with urgency and respect, Our kingdom is in grave danger. The witch King Arachnus and his spider army have laid waste to our lands. All our knights have fallen. You are our only hope. I know you are old, and I ask much of you. But please, will you don your armor one last time and save us?" Sir Nicholas looked at the young queen, then at Farley and Reggie, who both gave him reassuring nods. He sighed deeply, the weight of years heavy on his shoulders, but his resolve was firm. "For the realm, for our people, I will fight once more." The queen's eyes filled with gratitude as she departed, leaving Nicholas to prepare for the battle ahead. He retrieved his old suit of armor and his great broadsword, both of which were in terrible disrepair. The armor was rusty and dented, the sword chipped and bent. Nevertheless, he donned them, determined to ride into battle, even with his aged horse and worn-out gear. As he stood ready, Reggie approached him. The old cat looked up at Sir Nicholas with eyes that glowed with ancient wisdom. Then, in a burst of shimmering light, Reggie transformed back into his true form, a magnificent dragon with scales that glistened like precious gems. "Sir Nicholas," Reggie said in a deep, resonant voice, "you took me in without asking for anything in return. You gave me a home and a family. I have used my magic to keep us healthy. But now, it is time to reveal the full extent of my power." With a flourish of his mighty wings, Reggie cast a powerful spell. The rusty armor and bent sword glowed brightly, transforming into gleaming, pristine versions of themselves. The years melted away from Sir Nicholas, restoring his strength and vigor. Farley, too, was rejuvenated, his coat shining and his muscles rippling with youthful power. Sir Nicholas felt a surge of energy and determination. He mounted Farley, who pawed the ground eagerly, ready for the fight. Reggie soared into the sky, his presence a beacon of hope. Together, they rode towards the dark portal, a trio of old friends transformed into a force of legend. The battlefield was a scene of chaos and destruction. The spider army, grotesque and menacing, swarmed over the land. But Sir Nicholas, Farley, and Reggie charged into the fray with unmatched valor. Sir Nicholas wielded his sword with the skill and precision of his younger days, cutting down spiders with every swing. Farley, his powerful hooves striking like thunder, trampled the arachnid foes with ease. Above them, Reggie unleashed torrents of fire, incinerating the enemies with his fiery breath. The battle raged on, the tides slowly turning in favor of the valiant trio. As they fought, Sir Nicholas spotted the Witch King Arachnus, his form commanding the spider army. With a determined cry, Sir Nicholas charged towards him, Farley galloping with all his might. Arachnus, sensing the threat, turned his malevolent gaze upon them. "You dare challenge me, old knight?" he hissed. "I will crush you and your kingdom." Sir Nicholas raised his sword, the blade glowing with the magic imbued by Reggie. "For the realm! For the Queen!" he shouted, his voice echoing with unyielding resolve. The clash was fierce. Arachnus wielded dark magic, his powers formidable. But Nicholas fought with the strength of a warrior renewed. Farley's hooves struck with unrelenting force, and Reggie's flames burned with righteous fury. Together, they were unstoppable. In a final, desperate move, Arachnus summoned a vortex of shadows, intending to engulf them all. But Reggie, with a roar that shook the heavens, unleashed his most powerful spell. The shadows dissipated, and Arachnus was left vulnerable. With one swift, decisive strike, Sir Nicholas plunged his sword into the heart of the Witch King. Arachnus let out a piercing scream as his dark essence was banished back through the portal. The remaining spiders, now leaderless, fled in terror. The portal closed with a resounding thud, sealing the realm from the shadowy menace. The battlefield grew silent. The once dark and ominous sky began to clear, sunlight breaking through the clouds. Sir Nicholas, Farley, and Reggie stood victorious, their bond stronger than ever. The Queen, who had watched the battle from a distance, rode forth to meet them. Her eyes were filled with tears of gratitude and relief. "Sir Nicholas, you have saved us all. Words cannot express my thanks." Sir Nicholas dismounted, bowing respectfully. "Your Majesty, it is an honor to serve the realm once more." Reggie, now back in his cat form, purred contentedly as he nuzzled against Sir Nicholas's leg. Farley whinnied softly, his eyes shining with pride. The Queen smiled warmly. "Your bravery and friendship are a testament to the true spirit of our kingdom. You will always be remembered as heroes." With the realm safe once more, Sir Nicholas, Farley, and Reggie returned to their peaceful home. Life resumed its gentle rhythm, but now it was filled with a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Sir Nicholas continued to tend to his garden. Farley enjoyed his comfortable room, and Reggie basked by the fire, his heart full of contentment. And so the legend of Sir Nicholas, the valiant knight, Farley, the trusty steed, and Reggie, the dragon in disguise, lived on. Their tale was told far and wide, a story of courage, magic, and the enduring power of friendship. The kingdom flourished under the wise rule of the Queen, who never forgot the heroism of her old knight and his loyal companions. As the years passed, Sir Nicholas grew old once more, but he never lost the spirit of adventure that had defined his life. Farley remained a steadfast friend, and Reggie, in his cat form, continued to watch over them with his gentle magic. Together they cherished every moment, knowing that their bond was a treasure beyond measure. On quiet nights, when the moon was full and the stars shone brightly, Sir Nicholas would sit by the fire with Reggie on his lap and Farley resting nearby. He would recount their grand adventure to the young ones of the village, who listened with wide eyes and eager hearts. And as they drifted off to sleep, they dreamed of a world where courage, kindness, and friendship could overcome any darkness. And so, in the peaceful village nestled within the rolling hills, the legend of Sir Nicholas, Farley, and Reggie continued to inspire generations. The old knight, the trusty steed, and the dragon in disguise had shown that true heroism was not just in the battles fought, but in the love and loyalty shared between friends. And thus ends the tale of Sir Nicholas, the Knight of the Realm, whose legacy lived on in the hearts of all who heard this story.